What up, guys? It's NK here, bringing you some more Hearthstone with my homie Goobkill, and we're not doing it over Skype this time. Goobkill is here live and in person.
Yeah, we're actually naked.
That's right. That's right. We're naked and playing with our wieners. So the thing that sucks about this arena that we have currently is I have 3 quests. One is to win any 3 games. One is, I think, Mage and Shaman, and then the other is Mage and something else that I don't have here. So basically, if we got a Mage, it would be awesome, because theoretically we could win all 3 quests. We didn't get a Mage, so we're just going to fucking roll with this. What are we going to play?
We haven't done Warrior yet, and I think Warrior will definitely be interesting, because it's not necessarily a strong deck that I have a lot of knowledge of.
I think we go Warrior, because it'll be fun, and we will fucking Garrosh, Hell Scream people, and we start off with the rare. Either Planeside Summon or Emperor Cobra, but I think it's the Emperor Cobra.
Oh yeah, it's removal and a creature.
Yep. Good card there. I think Whirlwind, because these cards are 2-1 for 1 isn't the worst thing, and it's more the fact that it's a Murloc. The 2-3 Crocolisk is essentially a 2-3, and it's a beast, but it does take care of some of the earlier, like the 3-2s or the 1-3s you have to deal with. At least they can't. I mean, it doesn't kill them. It's kind of a counter to them, but it's obvious it's the Whirlwind. Yeah,
Whirlwind's going to help with your Enrage, and Enrage is a huge mechanic for Warriors.
I think we're going with the Korkron Elite here. I think that's the pick, even though I like the Razorfen Hunter.
In all honesty, I mean, any of these picks are decent. It's really going to come down to like where you want your curve at. The Korkron Elite is a bigger body. I mean, is a bigger body with charge.
Now, if we got like the I forget the name of the card, but the guy that gives all your creatures with like power of 2 or whatever less, charge whenever they come into play. Like the Razorfen Hunter might be better to play around him, but I think he's going to be the play here, just because he's the most. I think he's the more sought after of the cards, and he's going to have the most impact on the game.
Yeah,
I personally,
and that card is actually all your minions have charge.
No, they nerfed it. It's like power 2 or 3 or less or something like that. So it's actually they nerfed it.
Shitty.
Yep. It's still good. It's just not as good because that card was fucking amazing. I think they reduced the casting cost on it too, or the mana cost, or whatever the fuck it's called. Basically 3/3 Divine Shield or a 2/4 draw card.
I'd say the 2/4 draw card.
I agree.
I like Divine Shield a lot, and we haven't utilized it, but
Armor Smith. Armor Smith.
Yeah.
Armor Smith is fucking stupid.
Yeah, he basically heals you.
Yes. That's dumb.
And armor, in a lot of ways, is better than healing yourself because it can go over 30.
I didn't like charge when it was at 0 cost, and I don't think I really like it now that it's at 3 cost. Give it, because you're paying 3 mana to give in addition to playing a creature that turn.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And, I mean, you get the +2 attack, which is permanent, but I think the Shattered Sun Cleric is the play here.
Oh yeah, I mean Shattered Sun Cleric.
Wisp is never the play.
No.
Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeti's the play. Yeti's usually the play, but Yeti is definitely the play.
Yeah.
I'm not really impressed with those other cards. Okay, here's kind of one of our first more interesting picks. Now, Inner Rage I do like. I like as a card because
Inner Rage is extremely good, yeah.
It's very versatile. It can pick off a creature early for free. Mm-hmm. If you got a creature with 1 toughness, it picks that creature off. It's good at obviously triggering your own Enrage abilities, and I've done some nasty shit with even a shitty warrior deck that I have together, just by having Inner Rage and an Enrage, like an Amani Berserker or whatever.
Right.
Slam, that's a really good card. Direct damage, and you can use it to kill off something or draw the card. I mean, or set something up for both. But the Spiteful Smith is relying on us getting a weapon. Now I have to imagine we're gonna get a weapon.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have imagined we would have gotten certain shit in other decks that we've done
That's
too
true.
that we never got.
And I think we don't take the Spiteful Smith, because I think we're trying to play this more aggro in general. And he's a little higher on the curve, which is not terrible. And if we had a weapon, I think he might be the pick.
Yeah, if we had a weapon, I would give him the go-ahead. But right now, I think Inner Rage is going to do it for you.
Honestly, I'd be fine with Inner Rage or Slam, but I'll go with you on the Inner Rage, because it's versatility. I'd like the card draw there, but I kind of like to kill creatures whenever I target them with direct damage. It's usually kind of my point for them. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Inner Rage with you, though. I think that's the play.
Yeah, if you're going to build aggro, you definitely want to give your guys more attack.
And Cleave, I think, is the play here.
Oh yeah,
Cleave's so good.
yeah.
Cleave.
All those cards are good, but Cleave is definitely.
Cleave's the winner there. Oh. Well, this is a play. This is interesting. I think it's either Frothing Berserker or the Demolisher.
I like the Demolisher here.
Whenever any minion takes damage, he gains 1 attack permanently.
Yeah, but he's gonna start picking off things. But at the 4 toughness, he is going to be card advantage. That is for sure. The Demolisher to me is more fun.
The Demolisher is more fun, and we get a yellow Demolisher when we get it out.
But at the same time, you could Frothing Berserker then Whirlwind into fucking Oblivion.
Frothing Berserker is nasty. I want the Demolisher, I do, but we don't. Here's my argument against the Demolisher, and I don't like making these. You can get the Demolisher in any deck. We can't get the Frothing Berserker in any deck.
That's true. That and the Frothing Berserker is going to it's more targeted.
And we also keep in mind we do have a Whirlwind, we do have a Cleave, and we do have Inner Rage. So we do have things to deal damage. Not to mention obviously creatures.
And your Frothing Berserker is not going to be removable. Because you're going to want him to get big and attack the face.
Yeah.
He can be removable, but I think he's subpar in comparison to the Demolisher as far as that goes.
But here's the thing. Let's say on turn 3, we've got 2 minions out and they've got 2 minions out. That may not be a realistic situation, but let's say it happens. Mm-hmm. We play him. We attack both their minions with our minions. We've got 4 minions who've just taken damage, and let's say if we're attacking, we're probably going to try and do it at our advantage. He's now a 6/4 on turn 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Frothing Berserker is the play. He's more aggro.
Yes. I think it's the Weaponsmith. The Weaponsmith is so good.
Yeah.
He is so good.
Yeah, the Weaponsmith is nice. I like Fairy Dragon.
I love the Fairy Dragon here. 4-2 for 3, not bad. I like the 3-2 for 2. Also, like you said, to deal with those 1-3s.
Mm-hmm.
Ogre Magi is going to be irrelevant for us. I mean, it would work with Cleave, technically. It would work with a couple of our spells, but I don't think it fits Warriors. I mean, I'm sure you could do it, but
it's not going to add enough.
Another Inner Rage or a Fairy Dragon.
What do we look like on creatures?
We're actually doing pretty good on creatures. I think our creature curve is pretty good. All of our spells are cheap, which is good.
I'd say go with Inner Rage.
Inner Rage?
I like a Fairy Dragon, but Fairy Dragon's going to ensure, but I mean, at most you're going to trade with those creatures, like the 1-3s and things like that, but an Inner Rage can also do it as well on a creature that you've got and potentially keep them out.
I'd like to get something within Rage. I have to imagine we're going to get something within Rage, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's play into our strengths.
Oh, I like the Yeti. The Spiteful Smith is nice, but you're picking them instead of the Fiery War Axe.
I think we go Fiery War Axe.
Yeah, because you're definitely, because you get you've got one weapon from the Weaponsmith, but the War Axe is really, you're gonna need it. And the Warrior really plays off of weapons, so I would say that even if you get another one, there's your Enrage.
Yep,
right
there's
there.
our Enrage, and he's really good. Tartan Warrior's so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Taunt and Enrage.
There's another Enrage, but the Acolyte of Pain works really well with Warrior. It works really well with every deck, but
we don't have any card draw yet.
yeah, we got the Gnomish.
Oh yeah, we have the Gnomish Vendor. Do we go?
I like the Acolyte of Pain here.
Our 3-drops were kind of. I mean, our 2, 3, and 4 drops are all even.
And well, if we're gonna play aggro, filling up that hand.
Yeah, I agree. I wish we could get both of them, but we can't. So Acolyte of Pain.
Well, there you go.
Well, we get all right. We get both of them.
Or you can gain 5 armor and draw a card, which is it replaces itself with 5 armor. It's like a heal.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the Imani Berserker.
Yeah, I agree. Well then. Battle Cry deal 1 damage to minion. Essentially, a Battle Cry's Inner Rage. And then there's the War Song Commander. 2/3. Whenever you summon a minion with 3 or less attack, give it charge. We do have a lot of stuff that's 3 or less attack. Essentially, the only thing that we have
But
that
is charge gonna really change the tide with those creatures? Whereas Harvest Golem gives you card advantage.
That's true, but I will say it makes every creature you have a direct damage spell. Essentially. When you look at it like that, I mean, you can bring out him, and then you start bringing out everything we have in our deck at this point, except for Chillwind Yeti and something that already has charge, is going to benefit from him. and he's a 2/3 for 3, which isn't terrible.
I don't know. I see that, but
I like the Harvest Golem a lot. I do.
yeah. I mean that's.
And him and the Harvest Golem go great together, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
because you play him and then you Harvest Golem, you attack with Harvest Golem, you suicide him into something, and then you get your 2/1, which now has charge, and you suicide him into something. So there's a lot of card advantage there.
Having him out's nice. He becomes kind of a target. A 2/3 on turn 3. It's going to speed you up that much more. It does play into the aggro. I like him. Cruel Taskmaster, again, it's going to play into the Enrage, but, I mean, you don't need... I mean, there are plenty of ways to get Enrage. The Harvest Golem really... It's really between the Harvest Golem and the Warsong Commander, and the ability, obviously, for the Harvest Golem's a one-shot, and then the Warsong Commander could be a risk. You might not get any use out of it, you might get a bunch.
So what's your call? I think I know where you're leaning.
I think the Harvest Golem is going to be more consistent.
All right, let's go with it.
I like the Acolyte of Pain again.
I do too, but this would give us some combat towards other weapons, though.
And I do like the Acidic Swamp Boost. We've got some card draw. I think we've got enough.
I'd like another Acolyte of Pain.
You'd fill up your hand ridiculous.
And we are playing aggro, and we're going to end up holding this guy. Because we're not going to play him at turn 2. So he's essentially a card we're never going to win our opening hand.
Right. I'd pick up the Acolyte of Pain.
Yeah, I think he's a better overall card.
Oh.
Well then.
This is our first legendary.
In draft, I think so. So set a hero's remaining health to 15, which is interesting because you could do it to yourself.
Yes.
If you're below, like you're at 2 health, you just gain 13 life. An 8/8 for 9, also a terrifying. So you've got a 4/5 for 6 that summons a 4/5 when it dies, which is really good.
Yeah.
Now the Sylvanas take control of a random enemy minion, 5/5 for 6.
Do not like. Bane or Karen is way better than Sylvanas in this situation because it's a random enemy minion. So I mean, you could get a 1/1 piece of shit or an 0/1.
And if they've got totems or they've got the 1/1, they're paladins.
Yeah.
It depends on a lot of things. These are all great cards. All these are very good cards.
I hate Sylvanas.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, she can change things, but because it says take control of a random enemy minion on a legendary, you should be able to pick that shit.
Well, I will say though, if you're gonna play her, she's designed for a deck that has a lot of removal.
True.
You're not gonna play her. You're not gonna play her like you do Ragnaros. Ragnaros you play in every deck. Right. You play her in a deck designed for removal. So I think we go Karen here because
I love Alexstrasza because she's the battle cry is gonna go off. Yeah, an 8/8 on a 9 mana body is decent.
That's good.
Once she's in play, she's just an 8/8.
Yeah.
I mean, she's like a sea giant. But the battle cry is what makes her good. But Karen's death rattle, he's just hard to deal with.
I think we have enough enrages though.
Yeah.
I think we go the Taskmaster. I think it's the play. I don't like charge.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Taskmaster isn't in a rage on a 2/2 body.
Yeah, I think that's easy to play there. Shattered Sun Cleric.
Yep.
I don't.
Buff up
Mad Bomber is terrible, and Nightblade. He's not bad. I don't like him. I don't like 3 damage that's not targeted.
Yeah, you're always surprised when Mad Bomber works.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I like the Enraged Worgen here.
The Raging Worgen. That guy could be terrifying for us. I think Cult Master's a play.
Yeah.
Cult Master's so good.
And now we've got a lot of card draw. Now this is where it's interesting.
These are all 3 good cards.
Yeah, the raid leader, everything gets 1+1 attack. I mean, theoretically, we're going to be throwing out a whole bunch of early creatures.
Our turn 3 is really good. Our turn 3 is really hefty, I guess. We're going to play really fast.
And it would be nice to get another turn 2. The Cruel Taskmaster, again, will. The problem is that you're gonna be doing a lot of damage to your own creatures, unfortunately.
I think the Warsong Commander's at play here.
And I'd like to see that too, because once you get that out with your early stuff, it's really going to be nasty.
And I honestly think the Murloc Scout or Murloc Tidehunter might be the play here.
Maybe, but we've only got one Fairy Dragon. We've only got one 3/2 drop at turn 2.
And Fairy Dragon is, yeah.
And those are the things that are going to annihilate us. Are those 2/3s or 1/3s?
Yeah,
that have.
I
Those
agree.
amazing abilities.
And Fairy Dragon's a really good, safe pick.
I like Whirlwind here. Honestly.
I do because we don't have a lot of 1 toughness creatures. In fact, we have no 1 toughness creatures.
Right.
Leopardon I'd be fine with too.
Whirlwind just might give you that little bit of an edge. It's really going to play into the
Enrage mechanic. We actually have a decent amount of Enrage too.
I like the weapon.
I like the weapon here too. Dread Corsair's good. We only have 1 weapon, so we can't really play off. If we had another weapon, I'd probably go Dread Corsair here.
Now we're missing a lot of taunt, by the way.
We actually have like 1 taunt creature, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
and
play.
It's a good taunt creature, but we're gonna play fast and furious here.
Yep.
The Bloodfin Raptor is just a shitty version of the Fairy Dragon.
Hey,
Well,
since
technically, it's not because you can't target it either on the Fairy Dragon.
yeah, but I don't care about that.
You can't hit it with the
Yeah, that's true.
Rage and whatnot.
I mean, Dread Corsair could be a play here. It would slow us down a little bit, but
it will give us a taunt.
the taunt is the big
But
thing.
I think the taunt is irrelevant because, like you said, if you want to do one thing, you want to go into it hard.
Yeah, I agree.
And
I fire War Axe. I think that's what we do.
That's our second weapon, though. So here's a slam. I like the Core Hound.
I don't like the Core Hound.
We don't have any beef at the late game. I mean, we're gonna get smoked late game,
Well, we just have to make sure that things don't get to late game.
and that's where slam would come in.
A Heroic Strike wouldn't be bad either, though. I mean, do you think we should take the Core Hound?
Yeah, the Core Hound's my pick for this one. Just because I mean, we have 1/6 casting cost, and that's our legendary, and everything else is 4 below. I'd like to put the Core Hound in just to get that one little beefy guy out.
I'll go with you on that.
Because I mean, our game is played in the entire first half.
Yeah.
I would like to see us win before 7 mana crystals, but if it comes to that, at least
we
we'll
need
have that
some
one.
sort of Hail Mary, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go with you on that. I'm not a Core Hound person. I will say, for our last card.
Yeah, Frothing Berserker's nice.
Yeah.
Upgrade's really good.
We just don't have the weapons to support it.
Well, we've got 3 potential weapons, 2 fire.
But I don't think it does.
Plus, it also gives you a weapon.
Yeah. Or it gives you a weapon, yeah.
But Frothing Berserker with our whirlwinds and
Yeah, it's totally the
rages,
play.
Yeah.
Predictions. As we always try and do, predictions for this deck.
This is either going to go really bad or really good because this deck is probably our most consistent theme deck that we've made so far.
Because usually our decks are either we try and go aggro and then we draft a lot of stuff at like the 5 or 6, 7 casting cost. Like, oh well, we need a late game. We actually said fuck late game and we're going hard.
Yeah.
And we've got multiples of a lot of the cards we want.
Mm-hmm.
Inner Rage, Fiery War Axe, Whirlwind, Acolyte of Pain. So we're going to see a lot of our Frothing Berserker, Shattered Sun Cleric. We're going to have very consistent draws.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of trading of creatures too. So like
Maybe.
well,
I mean, I think we're going to go over the face for a lot of shit.
I'm not saying that we're going to make the trades. I think they're going to make the
fair.
trades.
Completely
But
fair.
that's where our card draw comes in because they keep removing our stuff. If we can overwhelm them, but our biggest problem is going to be taunt, healing, mass removal.
So things that everybody plays.
Yeah, that's why I say it. That's why I said it's either going to be really awesome or really bad.
I'll make my prediction. Oh god, I don't like making this. I'm gonna go 5 wins. I'm gonna call 5 wins. I think it's going to. I think we're just gonna get. I think the couple, like you said, the couple games that we lose, it's gonna be conceded like turn 4.
Yeah,
Because we're just gonna be like, nope, fuck this. What's your call?
I think we're gonna go 3-3.
3-3.
And unfortunately, as much as I love looking at this deck, I know what the weaknesses are, and I think that, like we were saying, it's either going to be an epic win or an epic fail.
Because I agree. Because Whirlwind is a good card for our Enrage, but if we get a late game, it's useless in a lot of ways. I mean, it can push us over the edge. Enrage's kind of the same situation. If we get in a late game situation, kind of useless. Cleave. It's not completely useless, but late game, it's going to be useless. Basically, we need things to not get... We have some really good creatures. Armor Smith is really good, though. And then the Frothing Berserkers, I think, are going to be really, really good.